Welcome back to NBA Nerd Highlights, where instead of fast break dunks and ankle breakers, we focus on the nerdier stuff. The high IQ passes, defensive rotations, beautiful set plays. Let's start off with the Pacers here. This is high level X's and O's, but we need context. And we'll go back to last season in the finals where the Thunder are in a zone and the Pacers run a play where two screeners set these picks on the inside of these two defenders and clear a path for McConnell to get downhill. He missed that one, but they also ran it against the Cavs. Again, it gets him to a spot. He drains that one, so this is a nice zone beating play to get TJ into the lane. And a few days ago they played the Nuggets, who play a ton of zone, so the Pacers pull out that play, but Hardaway's ready for it, literally calling out how they're going to set those screens here, but McConnell sees that and just skips it over his head. Now Hardaway's got a tough closeout and Matthews misses a good look, but it's both good recognition by Hardaway to know the play and also a good quick read by TJ to know that he knows and make the skip pass. It's just great basketball. We'll go to some defense now with the Spurs here. The rookie Dylan Harper on an island versus J-Dub cuts off the drive and you hear Mitch Johnson yelling, "Stay down." 65. There's the pump fake. Harper does stay down. Now Wemby comes over for the block attempt and misses it, but still somehow tips it away from Hartenstein. That is alien-like recovery. And look at his frame. That looks fake. He's not a person. And then the recovery, and we'll play it out and let Dylan get all the way to the rim. This team might be special, man. Great win. And we'll stay in that same game where Castle's playing great defense on Shea here. There's guys in the gaps. There's nowhere to go, but Shea slithers through anyways, and he trips and stumbles. And that's a shot fake while he's falling down. That gets Wemby to bite, and Shea was just setting up the bounce pass. Chet gets fouled, but man, throwing up the pump fake while falling is just silly. It's all those barefoot crawling workouts in the offseason. This is awesome from Castle. Reeves cuts him off here. He gambles for the steal, so now Ayton has to take the ball. Cornette rolls, which means LeBron has to slide over to help, and look at the pass from Castle, the laser to the corner, and I don't think he ever even looks to the corner. I don't think he can even see him if he wanted to. He just knows that's the read, and beyond the read, just the physical ability, jumping off 1 foot, throwing it over a couple 7-footers on a line. Castle is a stud. But now we got the Pacers trying to go at Jokic. They clear out this corner for the pick and roll. You see Jokic in the deep drop here, so Cam Johnson sinks down to discourage the drive, and Walker has a good look but misses, and watch the Joker go with the one-hand rebound into the rocket pass down the floor. That's a foul, and that's a ridiculous pass, and it's this Cam Johnson closeout turned into a leak out that starts this. I think Jokic might see it right here and then grabs the rebound and just already knows where to go. Absolutely filthy. Back to that cup game. This was a great matchup. Caruso versus Wemby here. Wemby trying to go right through his chest. He gets some space, but look at the subtle little flick by Caruso to knock it free, and you can see it better from this angle. He's tracking the ball with his eyes, and then the backhand swipe, that is so insane. He doesn't foul him. Elite hands on that guy. Here's a play I've noticed a lot early this season. Gafford comes to set the ball screen, and Clay looks like he's going to set another screen on Bam, but instead just slips underneath all this to 3, and just for a second, Pelle Larsson thinks he has to guard the ball because Bam's getting screened. That gives Clay enough space to get this shot off. The Kings run the same thing here. You can see him again set up like this is a double drag, but Levine just slips underneath. Nembhard gets baited into helping, and Levine's got a 3. So just a nice little action to watch out for, but now the Bulls run it with Vooch as the shooter. Carter does follow him instead of taking the ball, and that opens this driving lane for Ayo, because as Buzelis slips out of his screen, De Silva follows. Suggs can't get back in front of the ball, but Franz sinks down and saves this. What a block. We got to get this guy back on the floor, please. Cool action to watch for, though. I like this simple but smart play design by Toronto here. They start off with a handoff, send up CMB to set a screen, and simultaneously they send Walter along the baseline to come off this exit screen. And this puts Austin Reeves in a tough position because he starts this play off as the low man, which means he's supposed to tag the roller, but he sees Walter flying off a screen. Now he has to choose either tag the roll or follow the shooter. He goes with Walter, and there's the lob, so nice play to manipulate the low man there. All right, Houston goes to this Alp and KD pick and roll. Zoo helps on the ball, so Harden slides over to take the roll, and look at this subtle little look off by Şengün. Looks to the shooter, that moves Harden out of the way, and then throws the lob to Amen, but I want to show that look off from this angle because it seems like he planned it. He looks to the corner right as he catches it. Harden moves, so Dunn has to come help, and now nobody's guarding Amen. I love it. Let's watch some Mavs where Ryan Nembhard has been making some noise. Gafford comes to screen and then rolls, and Hero reacts to that roll just a little bit, so Nembhard throws the skip pass, but Hero barely moved there. He should be able to close out to this, except for it's a no-dip. That ball is gone and through the net. Man, do I love a no-dip three, especially from Klay Thompson. We'll finish it off with a low light. The Lakers get a nice stop here, and Marcus Smart leaks out all by himself for what should be a breakaway layup, but then decides to throw the most hilarious pass and turnover of the season. This is just incredible stuff, and you can even see him here looking back behind him, and he sees Vando, but somehow never clocked Grayson Allen this whole time. That is outstanding. Thank you for this, Marcus. Wow. But that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what your favorite play was in the comments, and also I made an effort to go more X's and O's focused this time. Do you guys like that? Do you prefer hustle plays more? Do you just like one-off plays like the no dip or the castle skip pass? Do you want more defense? Just give me some feedback, and remember to like the video and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.